してる分かってくれますように犠牲
And Todo just walks up and just smacks
him in the face,
the shit out of him. And he's just like, I understand your anger. They ruined your honeymoon with your best friend. You know, and like
he's like, I understand your honeymoon. Yeah.
I understand your frustration.
Yeah. No. He said. I think he says like, I understand. What does he say? Something about your friend dying.
Yeah.
But even worse, it's ruining the honeymoon with your best friend.
With your best friend.
Yeah.
And he's like, but that anger, you have to seal it away for now. You know.
But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys like more content like this, please like, follow, subscribe. Let us know what you like, man, and stick around.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to talk about is Mai and Maki's relationship, because we talked about the dynamic, but we didn't really kind of go into the details because they do explain a little bit about their childhood, about how they were raised. They're from the Zenin clan, and this is like a reoccurring theme. But like, clans are really f***ed up, right?
Yeah.
They're
the
very
Zenin clan
conservative.
is horrendous. Yeah.
The Kamo clan too.
That's true. We don't see much of the Gojo clan outside of obviously Gojo.
Yeah.
There is like in season 2 some like alluding to like him being raised as like a okay, this is our second coming of Jesus type.
Yeah, but you can imagine anybody else in that clan is probably beneath, right?
Yeah.
Maki and Mai grew up in the Zenin clan, but
they had a rough childhood. Women are not treated well in the Zenin clan.
Yeah.
But also the fact that Maki doesn't have a curse technique and Mai is kind of like a failure.
Yeah.
They were kept in like servitude, right? They're essentially like maids.
Yeah, they're maids.
And Maki hated it. She wanted to get like out of that, which is why she ended up joining Jujutsu High. Mai didn't want to do that, and I think they showed this in season 1, so we're good here. Mai didn't want to do that. She was fine staying at the bottom, and her biggest like gripe with Maki was the fact that Maki left. And she even says it like, why couldn't you be satisfied just staying down here at the bottom with me? Like, I was fine with staying back there.
Yeah.
And like she was during their fight, like you hear Mai like in her head saying like, I hate you over and over to Maki, because it's kind of like, I'm here because of you. Like, I'm terrified of cursed spirits. I hate that I can see them.
Yeah.
And like, I'm doing this because of you.
Yeah, they emphasize like growing up, Maki was really there to help Mai dealing with seeing cursed spirits, because Maki can't see them. So Mai grew up afraid of everything. You know, things are scary, and Maki was always there to help her. But you know, which is why she's, like you said, she wants to stay home safe. You know, maybe she might live a life of servitude, but it was better than dying to these creatures, these monsters. So she doesn't really have this attitude of like, I want to be better. I want to be, you know, she's kind of, like you said, she feels like she's forced to be there. So there's that tension. Yeah. Another thing too, Norotoshi, they talk about his childhood, which is very weird.
Which is nuts. Yeah.
In their fight, they kind of emphasize that his mom was like a prostitute. Yeah. Or what do they call it?
He's essentially like the illegitimate child.
Yeah, he's a bastard child. Yeah.
But because he inherited like blood manipulation, which is like one of their curse techniques, they're like, okay, well, we'll accept you, and you'll eventually be the head, but your mama, she gotta go.
So they emphasize the fact that it's such a weird, I mean, you'll see the kind of discrimination on people that don't have or are born with abilities and people that aren't. You know, it's like the opposite of X-Men, right? Like if you're born with a mutant ability, they love you. It's the best thing ever. Versus, you know, even if you're like the next in line, if you don't have any abilities, you just cannot be the head of the clan. Yeah. And that's just crazy, right?
That's also like what Gojo kind of takes issue with the higher ups, because the higher ups are very much like that, where they don't, and he says this, they don't like anything they can't understand. Yeah. They like curse techniques that are very traditional, like he alludes to Nobara Kugasaki. Like, her technique is something they would like, you know, it's like voodoo, like that's something they can understand, whereas something a little more like Hikari, which I won't.
I literally was thinking about,
He talks about Hikari, and he's like, they didn't like him because of his curse technique, because it's so different than something traditional.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like that's crazy, because it's like, what is traditional, right? Like, you think about the they do, with none of it is
that is true.
Normal blood manipulation.
But that stuff they could kind of like, you know, be like, well, it makes sense to us, you know?
Yeah, right.
But they hate Yuji because he's a vessel, and like, we don't know how that's possible. We don't like that. Kill him, you know?
Any level of uncertainty they hate, which I get it, right? I can see there's like this sense of, I don't know if it's the anime kind or the manga kind of like doing a play on like conservatism and like, you know, the tropes
maybe
of like real life where anything
Japanese society can be very conservative.
Right. And I mean, you might see some of that leak into the story, I guess. I don't know. Not accepting anything that's not, you know, traditional norms. Or them. Yeah. Which I think, I mean, I don't want to get into it, but Japan's going through it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And all this shit going on over there. Anyways, also, before we start, we didn't mention that Kakuganji,
the old man, right?
The old man talked to Kamo, right? He said, hey, we have a curse, semi-special grade curse that we trained with a flute. Which, I mean, if you can train curses, that seems kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
That
like,
seems...
What's the point of curse manipulation
What
at that
is
point?
that?
You know?
Anyways, yeah, why don't you just... All right, whatever. Anyways, they have a special, super strong-ass curse. They hit in the map that Kamo has the power to kind of trigger and go after whoever he set the scent on. Obviously, put the scent on Yuji somehow. When you activate this, he's going to go after Yuji, right? Super strong, super fast. He'll die quick, no matter what, right? And that's where we picked up from the last episode where Inumaki runs into what he thinks is the special grade.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, bah, motherfucker's dead.
Yeah.
And then Hanami comes out, right?
Yep.
And you're just like, oh... Because not even... it's so interesting they spent so much time to try to explain
what this is our grandmaster plan
do, and
just for it to get KO'd.
Just to get KO'd immediately by Hanami, which is kind of... I thought it was a cool point because it showed you how strong Hanami is.
Yeah.
Right? He's supposed to be the special grade, super strong spirit, and he just one-shots it. Didn't even know he was around.
It was also very funny when they first introduced him because the first person he runs into is obviously Toge and Maki.
Yeah.
Hanami runs into him. And at first, Hanami speaking in like this weird cursed spirit language. It's like, like it's weird. And then you have Inumaki going, tuna mayo. You know, like it's two people that like do not talk.
Yeah. But yeah, he literally starts running off. He runs into Hanami, which, I mean, I guess we're going to get into, you know, she's kind of the embodiment of like nature, of
Mother
Earth,
Nature.
Mother Nature. I say she. I think she's gender neutral, to be honest, because it looks like a dude.
Has a female
swole
voice
ass dude,
thing,
has feminine qualities to it. It's very interesting. I kind of like they did that because it feels like, I don't know, it's Earth, right? Like
Mother Earth.
Like Mother Earth, but also like strongest. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was cool.
Because mothers be strong.
They be swole.
Let them cook.
It was cool. It's actually one of my favorite characters. She's really cool. I really like her.
Yeah.
You know, because she's actually like a beast. I mean, she's a really strong character. Or it's a really strong character. And when Unumaki's running, he finds Kamo and Megumi.
Yeah, Megumi. In the middle of their fight. Yeah.
And he's like, run away.
Yeah. He uses cursed speech on them. Yeah. He's just like, y'all got a dip.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is, I mean, an emergency comes in clutch. I wish I could do that with my kids. Like, stop what you're doing. Like running to the street. You know what I mean? Like some shit like that. Literally, he sees how insanely strong this
cursed spirit is. Yeah.
And they start running away, but obviously they can't do anything. So I guess let's see where where we go.
All right, so this is the first one, episode 18. Toge is pursued by Hanami, whose arrival abruptly ends the exchange event. While Megumi and Norotoshi are engaged in battle, they see Toge fleeing and are urged to escape him, but the curse blocks their path. The sorcerers responsible for Hanami's invasion erect a large barrier around the area that prevents Gojo from entering, but allows others to come and go freely. Toge, Megumi, and Norotoshi are left to control Hanami. And episode 19, if we're still doing 2-episode thing, Hanami easily shrugs off the combined attacks of Toge, Megumi, Norotoshi, and Maki before it can kill Maki. Yuji and Todo arrive to intervene as Panda and Momo evacuate the remaining students. During the ensuing battle, Yuji demonstrates his mastery of the Black Flash technique, which he learned from Todo. In response to Hanami reveals a concealed second arm to continue fighting both sorcerers. So, essentially, Hanami pulls up. She's basically attacking the trio. The trio, I guess.
Yeah, because they're all there.
Yeah. But then a barrier comes up over the event because obviously the teachers see like all the curses being exercised at once. Yeah. And Gojo even like says like, I'd like to chalk this up to my great teaching. Yeah. But like I don't think that's what it is. Because we talked about this last episode where they have like scrolls set up, and if they burn up, it tells who killed it. So they start like going over there. They see a veil coming down pretty quickly, and they're unable to get there in time. Gojo tries touching the veil, and it kind of like shocks him.
Bounces him off. Yeah.
Urahime touches it and is able to go through. So they come to the conclusion that like, the barrier is set up to where only Gojo can't come in, but everybody else could come and go freely, which is another one of these applications of like sorcery that I feel like the anime kind of glosses over. Where if you put very specific rules on like a barrier or a technique, it tends to make it stronger. Yeah.
But like the more restrictions you add, the stronger
that one thing is.
Yeah.
The trade-off is obviously like it's not as like generic.
Yeah.
And it's also harder to do.
Yeah.
Like put that many restrictions on something. Apparently, it takes like a high level like barrier user to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we see here.
Yeah, I mean, well, the person that we introduced, the person that creates the barrier, his name is, I had to look him up, I can't remember his name. It's Juzo Kimuya? Juzo Kumiya, right? He's the bone guy.
No, the dude who makes weapons and
shit. Yeah, so that's his ability. His
guy.
Special ability is making weapons and putting up barriers. Although any sorcerer can make barriers.
Yes.
Any sorcerer can make barriers and can make cursed corpses.
Yes.
In order to make a good one, though, I mean, you need a specialized, people
some
who
are better at it than others.
And he puts stakes around the actual school and triggers it. He's the one that he's kind of crazy. He's crazy. Yeah. He's a sorcerer. The entire time he's just talking about how he want to make Gojo into a coat rack.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody's like, the guy has balls. For him to be I'm going to kill Gojo. Turn him into a rack.
Me and my sword here.
An axe. He has an axe.
Like a bone axe.
Yeah, bone axe. And you see he actually makes a bunch of weapons that you see throughout the season, the series. But he shows up, he puts the barrier up. They're trying to stop him, That kind of hints at what's going on there, and because they're fighting,
and it gets to a point where they're kind of cornered because Hanami keeps backing him up, and then Inumaki tries
to use his curse speech, and it's not really working on him. I mean, he's just too strong. Hanami is too strong, and he even does the blast away, and it just tears up his throat.
Yeah,
right?
He's like coughing up blood.
He's coughing up blood. Yeah. So I mean, that kind of sucks. I mean, it seems like such a busted ability, right? Yeah.
But the stronger the opponent, the more of a blowback you get.
So and don't get me wrong, Inumaki that's literally how they get away though. They're literally slowing him down. Every 5 minutes, he's like, stop, right, or don't move, or something like that. And they use that to their advantage to get away. Maki shows up with her curse tools, right? And Megumi pulls out a sword. And that's where Kamo looks at him and he's like...
He was holding back.
Oh, where do you get that from? Like, this man has been holding back the whole time.
And it is very cool because they allude to it in an early episode where they're training. Before Yuji comes back, when they're all training with the second years.
Yeah.
He kind of, when they're talking about like bringing weapons and they're like, oh, but then that's more stuff you have to carry. And he's like, well, maybe not. And he kind of reaches down into the shadow and that's him figuring out, oh, I can store stuff in here. And that's what he does here.
I didn't catch that. Yeah, that's cool.
He like stores stuff in shadows and like is able to pull them out.
Yeah. So that's why, I mean, you see it a few times in the series. He also pulls out the staff, right, for Maki?
The Ghetto staff. From Playful Cloud.
Yeah.
That's what it's called,
And... I mean, they're just going ham, right? They're beating on Maki. They're beating on Hanami.
I was like, damn, what Maki do, bro? Jesus.
Not yet. Wrong sentence.
Yeah. Wrong arc.
They're beating on Hanami, and I mean, they're doing their part, right? Yeah. But it's just... Kamo gets... What happens to Kamo? I can't remember.
I think he just gets... I don't remember.
He's gone.
He's so forgettable, you know?
Yeah.
Like, no, they do the hit and run thing where they're just like keep telling it to stop. And then like Megumi's having inner monologue is like, we should be able to keep this up as long as like, he is able to keep doing this.
Yeah.
And then he just like falters. Like he can't do it anymore. And he's like coughing up blood.
Yeah.
And then that's when like Maki shows up and they start like trying to fight it.
Yeah.
And they're also like running through the woods and Demon Dog Totality also jumps in.
That's where they show in Totality. Yeah. This is where they explain when a Shikigami dies, its power goes to the rest. And he brings out the Totality, the man wolf. Bipedal wolf. Which is strong enough to damage a special grade now.
Yeah.
Now he's like scratching,
claws
he's
and
hurting
stuff.
it.
It's horns.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting to see how this big ass dire wolf comes out.
Yeah.
Right? Ultimately though, Hanami does this rosebud technique.
Yeah, the buds.
Yeah, and it stabs Megumi and Maki. I think
he's
Maki.
choking out Maki.
Oh, he's choking out Maki.
She has Maki he's like choking her out, and then the buds hit Fushiguro, and again. This man again starts doing the hand seal thing.
He's about to bust out.
He's doing it again.
Yeah.
He's like string out any cursed energy you have, and then like Maki's the one like, yo, relax.
Right. Like, dude, it's not. I think we can figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's like you can kind of tell everyone around Megumi has a lot of respect for him. They're like, this is not a dude you want to underestimate. Yeah. Except himself.
Yeah, he thinks so low of himself.
He thinks so low, and everyone around him is like, oh, it's Megumi, right?
He even says it like when he's there, like trying to gather curse energy, where he's like, it has to be me because I have the least amount to lose.
Yeah.
I think he thinks because he doesn't have a family, he doesn't have anything to live for outside of the people around him. Yeah. He should be willing to die.
Right,
you know?
Right. He's like, I have to do this. I should be able to. They depending on me, and everybody's like, dude, Maki. That's when Maki's like, because before we get to that, the rosebuds hit, and they're draining him of curse energy. The more curse he uses, the more it drains him. And if you run out of curse energy, you die, right? So she's telling him, like, dude, chill out. Stop using your curse techniques.
Yeah. She tells us, like, our job is done here.
Yeah. They're like, we did what we were supposed to do. We stalled him enough. It's time to hand it over. Yeah. And that's when you see
the goats,
the big boss duo.
Yeah. Pull up. They, like, fly out of the sky. Yeah. They just jump down from the sky. Yep. And, like, it pushes Hanami back because, like, she goes to dodge. And then... Yeah, pull up. I got my shirts here today. The bros,
Step Brothers, yes sir.
The best of friendos pull up.
Damn, I was wearing my shirt. I completely forgot.
You gotta open the. Yeah, show up, bro. I wore it specifically for this episode because I knew we were talking about. So they pull up, and again, you know, Megumi gives like Itadori like a pep talk, like, yo, you better not die.
Yeah.
Like, initially, he tells him like leave, and then you know, Yuji does it's okay, and like it does a flashback. Where like, it's okay, Fushiguro.
But it's crazy because he doesn't realize. I mean, they don't know that the little 20-minute fight they had with Todo was enough to trigger, you know,
some absurd growth in
level of this man. Yeah. He still thinks of Yuji as that kid. You know?
He saved that to high school.
Exactly. Yeah. So when they start fighting, Todo, which again, I mean, the level of training this man has, right? He puts it into Yuji. Look. I will not help you until you land a black flash.
He tells him, "I will watch you die.
I will watch you die before I do anything if you don't land a black flash." Which a black flash is, it's a technique where I'm gonna let you explain that.
Before we get to that, I do want to highlight one of my favorite parts of that scene. When they first pull up to get Megumi and Maki out of there, Panda shows up and they give them to Panda. Panda carries them out. And Panda goes, Pandash! And like takes off. I don't know. I just love that. He goes, Pandash!
Right.
So Black Flash it's basically, it's not a technique. It's an application of cursed energy. Yeah. It's when you apply cursed energy to a hit at a fraction of a second. Like it's so precise that even Gojo can't do it. Yeah. Like on will. No sorcerer can do it on command.
On command, yeah. There's people that have done it in, you know, sequentially,
yeah,
but it's not something that it just kind of like when you get in the zone, right? You just start, you know, you have to get there, and once you get there, it unlocks this like you just get locked in.
It's like a deeper understanding of cursed energy, and you see this throughout the series. Every time someone lands a black flash, spoiler, Nobara does one later on, she understands her cursed energy more, and this is what Todo tells Yuji. He's like, between those who have hit a black flash and those who haven't, the distance might as well be from heaven and earth. Yeah. So like it just develops like a deeper understanding of like your own specific cursed energy, but also just cursed energy in general.
Yeah, because I mean, they're not specific, like you said, they're not abilities. They're more of like an understanding of curse. So when it comes to like domain expansions and black flashes, it's not everyone can do them. You know, depending on your training, depending on how far you understand, it's not an ability. It's more of like how well you manage your energy. You know,
how you can apply that cursed energy to different like forms. And it's not always necessarily a strength thing. Like
it's not.
Typically, you're stronger if you do these things. Yeah. But you can be like on the lower end, but be really good with barriers. You know, be able to understand cursed energy. Yeah. Like you see. This is season 2, so never mind. We won't go into that. But so yeah, they pull up. Tells him, you don't land a black flash, you're gonna die. Yeah. Yuji,
he's just like, okay.
He's just like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
He pulls up and immediately asks Hanami, like, do you know a cursed spirit with a patchwork face? Yeah. And Hanami's like, and if I do, you know? And then Yuji like does his little he hits the ground to distract them, like hits him once, and he's like, oh, he's weak. And he's like, oh, I can land it. And then he has flashes of Junpei and like everything that happened, and like he loses it, right? Like, he loses it.
He gets angry.
Yeah, he gets too angry and he hits him with like a normal punch. And Todo just walks up and just smacks the shit out of him. And he's just like, I understand your anger. They ruined your honeymoon with your best friend. You know? And like,
he's like, I understand you ruined your honeymoon. Yeah.
I understand your frustration.
Yeah. No, I think he says like, I understand. What does he say? Something about your friend dying? Yeah. But even worse, it's ruining the honeymoon with your best friend.
With your best friend.
Yeah.
And he's like, but that anger, you have to seal it away for now, you know?
Yeah, because he's saying anger can make or break a sorcerer. It can either make you stronger or really ruin it. So you need to put that away. Because he's watching him and he sees it. And that's what makes Todo such a good teacher.
He understands what he's looking
at. Yeah.
And I think it also speaks to Yuji, who's able to like understand where Todo's coming from. You know, because Todo, he's autistic, bro. There's nothing wrong with that, man. But like the shit that he's saying, like it's resonating with him. You know?
It is.
And it's getting through to him. So it works. And like after his little pep talk, he's like, "Are you good?" And Yuji just goes, "Yeah, no stray thoughts left. My new best friend."
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah. It's so interesting. Yuji would make the perfect soldier, right? Because he just takes direction off. He's like, okay, cool, lock in. I got you. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I was supposed to lock in. See, he didn't lead with that, dog.
Cool, right. So it's very interesting. He locks in. They start going ham. He's doing his thing. And then he lands his
black flash, which is very cool. Like you see him like his face, like just all thoughts are gone. Yeah. I think drool comes out at one point. And he lands a black flash, and it, like you can see it actually hurts Hanami. Yeah. And this is when Todo joins the fight. He's like, I'll help you now. Yeah. And it's very cool because even then he teaches him. He's like, before this moment, like, because Yuji is like astounded. He's like, is that my curse energy? And Todo's like, before this moment, you were just a chef throwing random ingredients into a pot without knowing what it tastes like. Now, like, you understand it. Right. And like, he's like, you're on a whole different level right now. And the fight starts, which I will say this fight.
This is my favorite.
This
fight.
is my
absolute favorite fight. Yeah.
This is what, when I started watching this fight, I was like, this is a fucking great
anime. This is amazing. Right here.
Yep. Like everything before that, I was like, typical shonen. And then this happened. I was like, I love this. Yeah. Like, this is fucking great.
Yeah, it's just such a good composition of like explaining their techniques, and I mean the choreography is amazing.
The music's amazing.
Top notch.
Yeah.
And while this is happening, they do a good job of like, maybe it might be a bit too much, but they do, like, instead of Demon Slayer, where they'll stop and do flashbacks and exposition like that. In JJK, they do it while they're fighting. And you see, there's a lot of like inner monologue with Hanami, where she's kind of like explaining, like, beforehand she was just a curse that wanted to free the world of humans because they're ruining the planet and everything and she was just kind of like, this is a job she was doing, or they were doing. And as she's fighting, she thinks back of a conversation with Mahito. Yep. Where they were like, you don't enjoy, like, you gotta, this and that.
Like, it's in your nature to want to do this.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't. He's like, you take pleasure in doing this. Yeah. Mahito's like, I didn't until recently. Yeah. Right. I kind of understand where
he's coming from.
And then as you're fighting, she's like, I get it, Mahito.
Yeah, like I'm enjoying a fight.
I'm actually enjoying this fight. So it's very interesting to see them kind of evolve as a, as a creature or whatever, a curse. As a plot
embracing
device.
their nature.
Yeah. So it's just really cool. It's a lot of fun, a lot of super flashy, and I mean, they're just,
the fight is very.
The fight is cool, man. Yeah.
Like at one point, Hanami makes a whole bunch of branches come out the ground, and they're like running up it. Yeah. And like. It's so dope because you also see how well Yuji and Todo work together.
Yeah, they're locked. They're literally locked in. Yeah.
And like, so they're running up this giant like branch-looking thing, and Hanami makes it disappear. Yeah. And Todo has like a inner monologue again, and this is again something that like is, for the average viewer, is like, I don't know what the hell that means. Yeah. Where Todo's like, I misjudged it. I thought it was moving cursed energy through like actual physical things to change its shape and form, but it's not. All of this is just it creating things with its cursed energy. Yeah. So the branches weren't like branches in the ground that it made come up. It was literally, it just manifested it. Yeah. And like it makes it disappear, and you see them like falling, and it's so funny because like she like hits them with more like roots as they're falling, and then they do the brother, and they like join their feet and bounce off of each other.
Right,
I was like, yo, that is so gangster.
Yeah,
dog. Like, I love this.
Man, it's just so fun to see how locked in they are. When 10 seconds ago he was beating his head in. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't know. It's just such a fun fight. I mean, me and Ceci were like, oh, this is the best shit ever. Like, it's so much fun. It's just so funny. His relationship with Yuji, just made up
best friendship.
I don't know. Power of friendship. Yeah. So much fun, dude. It's such a fun fight.
Episode 20, Todo reveals his innate technique, Boogie Woogie, which allows him to instantly switch the position of 2 targets imbued with cursed energy. The combined offenses of Boogie Woogie and Yuji's Black Flash quickly overwhelms Hanami. Before he can activate his domain expansion, Gojo dispels the barrier surrounding the battlefield after easily incapacitating Juzo, one of the intruders. He then unleashes a devastating wave of cursed energy, obliterating half the surrounding force and forcing Hanami to retreat. Meanwhile, Mahito is revealed to have acquired another Sukuna's fingers. I think we could do like just that episode because a lot happens there.
Yeah, a lot. Because while they're fighting, Juzo
and Gakuganji are fighting.
Gakuganji and who else goes in there? The other principal? Who
the
goes
other
in
principals were there? It was Urahime, Gakuganji, Juzo, and then the ponytail dude that has the sword with the hand.
I don't remember his name.
I don't remember his name either. He a bitch. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother looking up his name. I don't care. You know.
I gotta look up his name.
No, you don't have to look up his name. I don't like him.
Yeah, he's kind of weirdo. Gakuganji comes in. Mm-hmm. He sees Juzo and he's like, I got this.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll take care of this.
Old dude pulls out an amp.
And he pulls out a guitar, which I was thinking he's gonna bring out like those old Japanese instruments. No, this man brings out a electric V-shaped guitar, right? Like,
like his Axl Rose.
Yeah, I don't know. And then he, for some reason, takes off his shirt. He's wearing like this rock star shirt, which is kind of cringy, I guess. I don't know.
It is nuts. You do not expect it.
No. His curse technique is like the guitar. He plays the guitar, does slashes, he shoots. And he's like, "Oh, old man, I don't." And Juzo's kind of upset because he doesn't like making furniture out of people that are too old.
Yeah, their bones are too brittle.
Yeah, he says their bones are too brittle. He prefers women or really strong users, right? Which is, he's a creep. He's a very weird dude. I don't know, like Jeffrey Dahmer vibes.
Yeah. So he said he'll make him into a wallet full of that old man smell. I was like, that's nuts,
so
bro. This man is crazy.
Yeah,
they start fighting, like, goes to a different scene.
Yeah.
And it shows the ponytail guy and like Nobara and Urahime like rolling up on him. Again, cuts away.
Which he has a sword.
He has a sword with a hand.
With the hand made by Juzo.
Yeah, Juzo. Yeah. Because he's weak and like I guess the sword swings itself. I don't know.
It's weird.
Stupid.
It's very
stupid.
weird.
I don't like him. I hate him. But we cut back to Yuji and Todo fighting, and this is when like Todo's like, all right, I'm gonna unleash my technique. It's so nuts because like you think of like this big brawly dude. You think his like technique is gonna be something like, I don't know, I make myself bigger, or something.
Right.
And like you think usually the big brawly dude is an idiot. And,
right.
Like, almost every anime, like the big jack dude is a moron.
Right.
And like his technique is like playing 3D chess, dog.
It's interesting. I feel like his technique isn't. It's kind of like a Mirio situation where it in itself is not very busted.
Yeah.
But the way he uses
the application,
the way it's applied makes it so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because Mirio and my hero, he can just go through walls. Yeah. He goes to the floor, and you're like, that sounds like ass. What kind of ability is that? But he applies it. I mean, he uses it to advantage. He's literally beating up an entire class of heroes.
Yeah.
Right? Going toe to toe with like the worst villains, right? And Todo's the same thing. His boogie woogie, right? Yeah. That's the name of the ability.
Boogie woogie.
Is when he claps, he switches positions of something or someone.
Yep.
Right.
So we first see this when he's like, I'm gonna unleash my technique. Just one thing, keep going and trust in me. Yeah. And Yuji's like, okay, those are two things, but sure.
yeah.
And like immediately, Hanami pulls out a root from underground and like starts swinging Todo and like throws him towards some spiky things. I remember watching this for the first time. I'm like, oh, well, I guess he did.
Yeah.
And like, you just hear,
Yeah.
And then they cut to like Hanami like bleeding, and then Yuji like because he thought he was fighting Hanami, like punches Todo. And he's like, oh, and like Todo's standing there. Yeah. And that's when we learn, like, he's like, yes, my technique is I swap the place of how did he explain it? Because he hides information initially. I swap the place of me and my opponent by clapping my hands.
Yeah.
That's all he says. And later on we found out more about his technique, but it goes to show, like, yes, explaining your technique makes you stronger, but that doesn't mean you have to be like necessarily truthful.
I mean, like,
he's kind of like
you kind of leave stuff. Yeah, because Hanami does that when she shoots the rosebuds to Megumi. She's kind of like, I mean, he's like, why are you telling us this if there's nothing we can do about it, right? And she's like, well, because the more I talk about it, the faster it happens, the stronger, you know. So you see a little bit of that, like I said, throughout the anime. People are explaining their technique.
Yep.
And yeah, so he's swapping, and it just becomes beat. Like, they're just beating on Hanami.
It is nuts. Like, my favorite scene, there's like a scene when like she's understanding, like, I can't get out of this.
Yeah.
Because like their builds are too different. They keep swapping. I don't know if he's swapping with me, if he's swapping with Yuji. Yeah. I don't know. And it's just like Hanami's face in distress, and like 4 Todos pop up going, and one of them is like,
But it's busted, and it's such a good, like, I feel like I said, it shows how in tune he is with his curse energy, with his ability, like his physical strength. I mean, he's such a talented dude. I don't mean to glaze him hard, but it's like,
glaze him, bro.
For
he's
him
the GOAT.
to be like if I had that ability, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be like, man, what the hell am I gonna do with this?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds cool. It'd be very situational, and he's like, no, you run in, dude.
Yeah.
You fight. You destroy these, and then maybe use the technique. You know what I mean? He's all hands.
Because like, you think about it, Yuji's not really doing anything besides fighting.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because Todo just said, just keep fighting.
Yeah.
And Todo's the one that's like constantly swapping them around. And then there's one point where like Yuji goes in and he claps, and Hanami's like, oh, he's switching. And then Yuji just punches him. He's like, why was there no switch? And then Todo like reveals like, just because I'm clapping doesn't mean I'm using my technique, you know? So like that adds another layer of, that's like, true. Oh my God, bro.
I mean, it truly is. It works great in pairs, right? Because I think if he's by himself, it's a little more difficult. But in groups, it's like amazing. Yeah. Right? Like he said, you don't have to trigger it. You don't have to. It's such a fun fight, man. Like I said, if you haven't watched it, watch this fight. Yes. I promise you.
That's what I always tell everyone when they're watching the show. I was like, just skip to this
the first 19 episodes.
Just get to episode like 18, and I promise
it's like The Office. Skip season 1. Go to season 2. Don't do that with JJK. Yeah. You will be so lost. You will never watch it again. I think if you
what are they talking about?
Right.
But so this fight goes on, and again we see Todo's like battle IQ, right? Yeah. Because Hanami again tries to use the buds. Yuji and Todo are standing together, and then she uses the buds, shoots him off.
Yep.
Then Todo claps, switches Hanami and Yuji, and then that's again another thing that he never revealed. It doesn't have to be him. It could be 2 other things, and Hanami's like, oh, I didn't know he can do that. And then Yuji's like, oh, he's protecting me or whatever. The buds are coming towards him, and he's like, oh, I'll be fine. I'm just going to reinforce myself with curse technique. And then, like, in the split second, he goes to his autism world, and, like, he has an inner monologue with his pop idol, Tanaka-chan. Yeah. And, like, she's, like, lecturing him, like, yeah, those are the same buds that hit Megumi. So what is, he's like, so what is the more likely cause? And he's like, cursed energy.
Yeah, somehow.
And it's like the little thing says 0.0001 seconds.
This happened in like 0.001 second. Yeah. He literally has a flashback dream.
Yeah, it's like he goes into his autism world, you know? Yeah.
And
in a classroom.
It's pretty funny. And immediately stops protect him, because like, you know, like we've mentioned before, we saw that with Hanami when he got punched by Mahito. He could protect himself with curse energy. Yep. That's the same thought he had. But immediately released it.
Yeah, because he realized like, oh, the more curse energy I fight with, the stronger the buds get.
Yep.
So they just kind of like hit him, and like he just rips him off.
Yeah. So it's pretty funny. And I guess the Hanami was kind of like, what the hell, right?
Yeah, like, how do you figure it out?
How did he figure it out?
This man pulls off one of the buds and he's like, I'll have to thank her at her next event. Like, yo, this man is nuts.
Yeah,
he's so
insane.
unhinged.
Yeah. He's very delusional, dude. Like,
he's
so
like,
weird.
Oh my God. He's like a top tier Twitch subscriber with his parasol ship
This
with
guy
this woman.
insane.
It's so funny though.
What is it? Delusions of grandeur?
Yeah.
What is it? What is going on with this man? It's pretty insane.
It's so wild, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just
but
so
it shows
good.
you how I mean, just how, like I keep saying it, but he's just so logged in. His understanding. I mean, he's a third year.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he's just so this is his entire life, you know.
It is funny because earlier they're like, "How old are you?" Because he looks like a grown man. Like, how old are you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, so this fight keeps going on, and they back Hanami into a corner. Do like a flashback of when they first took Megumi, and he tells Todo like his cursed tool, Playful Cloud, is in the riverbed. And Todo has another like in a monologue where he's kind of explaining his curse technique, and he's like, hey, cursed spirit, at this point you're probably wondering like, what can I swap with my technique? Is it like anything? Is it inanimate object? And he goes, Menoir. It is anything with cursed energy over a specific level. Yeah. So he claps, switches Yuji with Playful Cloud. Yuji's confused and he's like, did I switch places with a fish?
Yeah.
And Todo hits him with Playful Cloud, and it does damage. Like, he goes flying.
Yeah.
But Hanami's like, all right, I'm gonna stop fucking around. Yeah. And like, he starts sucking the cursed energy from like plants and stuff, or like the energy from plants converts it to cursed energy in his arm. I can't like, it doesn't come back to me, but it goes to the flower offering.
Which you don't know, but this whole time they've had this like arm support wrap bandage thing, and takes it off. There's a giant flower bud thing on his shoulder with an eye, and has been absorbing the cursed energy from around.
And then he goes to hit Todo, and he's like, this will be easy for you to dodge with your technique, so what am I to do? Domain expansion. And he starts the domain, and as like he says that, the barrier like falls, and they look up and Gojo's just standing there, which nuts. Because Hanami's like, nah, I'm out. Like, immediately he's like, I'm not reckless enough to think I could fight Gojo. And like, he tries to leave. Gojo pops down, and he like teleports to where Gakuganji and Jugo is. And one shots the man. Just like
knocks him out, right?
Yeah. He like blows his limbs off.
But he's not dead.
No, he's not dead. Because he tells Gakuganji, like, treat him. We're gonna want to interrogate him. Yeah. And then he uses his 6 eyes, and he's like, okay. He sees Yuji and Todo, and he's like, oh, Yuji's like so much stronger. And then he sees Todo, and he's like, that makes sense. That'd be a great teacher for him. And then he sees like, oh, they're kind of far away from the cursed spirit. It'll be fine. And this is when you see like the music changes. You know, it does the purple, and he like does like curse technique blue, reversal red. And then like he makes the purple, shoots it off. It's like a giant ball.
I mean, just imagine like goddamn Godzilla. Fire.
Like,
I mean, I don't know. It's like
a spirit bomb, bro.
It's like a Kamehameha wave.
It is nuts. It's just a giant purple ball that just destroys everything, and like. It's so it doesn't look like it, but it's fast. Like it's so fast that when Hanami tries retreating, it still hits her.
It still hits her.
And like Hanami like manages to escape. You know, but like you can see. But the issue is because it's so strong, you can't tell if it's been exercised or not because it just destroys everything.
Right.
So they're like, well. Oh.
Yeah.
And Gojo's like, yay, everything's done, and like pulls down his blindfold again, like.
He's a bit reckless, right? Because he almost, I mean, that could have destroyed the school.
Oh, it could have killed Yuji. If it wasn't, because at one point Todo goes, stop. If you move, you're going to get caught in it. Like, because he knew what was coming. It like 110% would have killed him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, goddamn, Gojo, he does not give a shit.
He was like, we're going to end this quick.
But yeah, he breaks the barrier. So, and it's just, I don't know. That man is just, I mean, damn, dude. He is just insane.
Yeah, Gojo just solves everything.
Yeah.
Like, as long as Gojo is a factor, it's like,
who cares?
There's no problem with it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's like the Saitama of this world.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Literally, the minute he shows up.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
Okay, he got it.
We're good. So, let's okay, episode 21. Hanami narrowly survives Gojo's attack. Meanwhile, Mahito reveals the attack of the competition was a diversion to distract Gojo and allow him to infiltrate Tokyo Jutsu High. There, Mahito killed several sorcerers and stole 6 of Sukuna's fingers along with 3 special grade curse wounds. Geto reiterates his plan to enact a major operation in Shibuya on October 31st, instructing the curses to prioritize sealing Gojo while avoiding any harm to Sukuna or the students, particularly Megumi, whom Sukuna has taken an interest in. In the aftermath, Gojo resumes the exchange event, replacing the remaining battles with a friendly baseball game to give the students a break.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest reason they retreated was because, I mean, A, Gojo broke in.
Yes.
But B, Mahito got the fingers.
Yeah, they got what they came for.
They got what they came for, and
Yeah.
they did. Because the dude with the sword, the blonde dude, he also retreats.
Yeah,
like,
he retreats.
Before, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So they got the 3 fingers, they dipped, and everyone's kind of like, what the hell was that?
Yeah,
right?
what was that all about? They cut to the teachers kind of having a meeting.
Yeah.
Where like Gojo's like saying like, okay, they broke in, they stole like we need to figure out how they did that, this and that and this. And they're thinking about canceling the exchange event, and they go to the students and saying like, oh, we think you should cancel it. And again, it is my boy Todo that chimes in. And I think this is when they ask him how old is he, because he chimes in with saying like, if we stop this event, like it's almost like a, what's the word? He's like it's almost like disrespectful to the people here, you know, not honoring like everything that they like sacrificed to do this and stuff. Because I think they allude that like some people died during the attack. The people guarding
the people that guarded the vault, whatever.
Yeah, so Toto's like it's almost disrespectful to not continue the event. So yeah, he's not lying. That's what I'm saying. He wiped me on his head. And I think this is what they asked him, like, how old are you, dog? Like, it's so funny.
Yeah.
But they ultimately decide, like they do like a
like a ballot.
Yeah, like a ballot thing of what they should do, like to finish the event. Yeah. And I think Gojo like ends up cheating and they play baseball.
Yeah, I think he swapped out a lot of them for baseball.
Yeah.
So they play games of baseball.
I mean, it was a cool episode.
It was fun.
I think this is the closest we get to a filler episode.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of playing baseball.
They're just playing baseball, right?
But even then, there's character building, right?
Yeah.
Because they talk about Megumi and like what he does during the baseball game later on. But baseball game is cool. A few things I do want to talk about the baseball game. 'Cause the most part, it is just them having a laugh. Like it's pretty stupid. One is when Todo comes up to bat.
Yeah.
It is so funny because he's like, oh, so you're the catcher, calling the shots like this and this is like, it's like a respectable position for my brother. And like when Todo walks up, you know how every time someone walks up, they give like the player like little info on the player.
Yeah.
For Todo, it says like him and Yuji Itadori won their school's like minor league team game, and then it goes like Yuji Itadori denies this.
Minor league.
Yeah, he like says like they used to play baseball back in the day, and he's like, but I want a showdown with pitcher Itadori.
Yeah,
and then as Todo's having this monologue with this talk with Yuji about like him wanting like to pitch to him or whatever,
right.
Maki just pitches and like nails Todo in the face,
and everybody's like,
good pitch, Maki.
Good pitch, Maki. Yeah.
Even the other school's like, good pitch. And Yuji just goes, wow, they really hate you, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure he's a very annoying character for a lot of people.
everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, he is very set in his ways. He's delusional.
Yeah.
He's very outspoken.
It's
but
so funny.
As a viewer, he's fun. He's super fun to watch. He's super funny. And yeah, he got hit in the face.
And he's a real one, dog. Like he ride or die.
He's real. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
He rides for his brothers.
Right. Did they say who wins?
It ends with Yuji hitting a home run. But before Yuji hits, Megumi goes up to bat. This is something I wanted to quickly highlight because it comes up later on, where they pitch to Megumi, and instead of him swinging, he bunts. And he gets out, but the runners advance. For non-baseball people, that means he obviously goes out, and the people that are already on base like take a base, right? So he basically did a sacrificial play.
He sacrificed himself,
Yes, he did a sacrificial play.
Kind of adds more to his.
It adds more to his character, and it comes up later on. But you know, it ends with Yuji hitting a home run, right?
Yeah.
Because they have the little witch girl up in there, like catching all
Momo.
the ones. Yeah,
that's
Momo.
cheating, but okay.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the Kyoto school's cheating out the ass. First of all, they got Mekamaru as a pitching machine. Like, what the?
Just spray painted Mekamaru on the side.
That is insane. She's a witch flying around. Come on, dude.
Yeah. So he hits it so hard and fast. I guess it goes past like Momo, and that's. There is one scene where the two principals are talking.
Yeah.
And they're talking about like Gojo or whatever, and like you have to rein them in, like control them. And there is a very cool scene where Gojo's walking past them, and there's ants, and he walks over them, and once his foot moves, it shows the ants, and like there's no footprint, the ants are still moving, which shows that like his infinity is on all the time.
Yeah.
So like he doesn't even touch the ground, dog.
Right,
like it's nuts. So I thought that was a cool little detail from the animators.
Yeah. I didn't catch that. Yeah. Well, I mean, I know it's always on, but that's interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah. So the next two episodes are Megumi, Nobara, and Yuji are assigned to investigate a series of deaths linked to Megumi's former school, Saitama Urami East Junior High. They deduce the incidents are caused by a curse and learn that Megumi's stepsister Sumiki, who remains in a coma, could become its next target unless the curse is exercised. Meanwhile, Mahito and Geto advance their plans by incarnating one of the dead paintings, dormant half-human, half-cursed wombs in full form. Two curses appear and separate Yuji and Nobara from the school, leaving Megumi to face against a special grade curse alone. Pushed to the limits, Megumi recalls advice from Gojo, spurring him to activate his domain expansion. Chimera Shadow Garden for the first time, he successfully exercises the curse and recovers one of Sukuna's fingers, later reflecting on his past with Sumiki. Meanwhile, Yuji continues pursuing his opponent and eventually reunites with Nobara and hers. And then the last episode is Yuji and Nobara fighting the two brothers.
Yeah. The next episode, we start off, right, we're talking about they go to visit. They get put on a job, right?
Yeah, they get put on a mission.
On a mission to find out
what's going on with these people that are dying mysteriously.
Yeah.
So they hit up Megumi's old school.
Yep.
Which they find out like everybody's terrified of him.
Everybody's terrified
like
of him,
beat up on bullies like forever ago. And
which everybody's like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah.
Why does everybody know you?
Yeah, it's funny because like Yuji and Nobara are like kind of teasing him and like trying to get more information out of like who he was.
Right.
Which Megumi's always grumpy, so like he fucking hates it. But yeah, essentially they find out there is like some kind of curse going on that recently manifested, and it put a curse on them forever ago. It recently manifested, and it's now like hunting them down and killing them. Right, like they're marked. Megumi thinks that his sister might be involved in this, and whatever is killing these people is going to eventually come for his sister because his sister's in a coma.
Well, they do confirm that because they find out that it's like a challenge the school does to go under this bridge. It's like a haunted bridge, and like the last people who did it, they keep getting hunted down, and then they're like, your sister was here, and he's like, oh, and that's when he kind of tries to like make Nobara and Yuji leave. They're like, I'll handle this.
That's right.
It's on me. And they're like, we're not leaving you, bro. What are you doing? Right.
He goes to the bridge by himself, and they pull up. Like, you really thought you were gonna do this by yourself, dog? Like,
what's up with this kid, man?
He
just wants to.
Bro has just like a death wish.
I don't know. At this point, I'm like, dude, are you sure?
I think he might be Hispanic because he has so much childhood trauma. He's like, I don't want to be a burden on anyone ever.
Right. Because, I mean, you do see, I think it plays a big role. If you look at Megumi as a character, he truly hates the clan himself.
Yeah.
Well, the Zenin clan. He hates his family. He doesn't know his father, right? So there's like this, like, I think it's kind of why he doesn't put as much effort, or maybe he kind of like hates his ability, his curse technique a little bit because he kind of, it's a part of, it ties him to that world, which he kind of resents. And it might be why he doesn't do, even though he's very powerful, he's a very strong character. He doesn't, he's like, it's kind of like, what's that? The ice fire boy from My Hero.
Isn't it Todoroki?
Todoroki, yeah. It's kind of like Todoroki, where he refuses to use fire, right? Because it kind of reminds him of his dad and all the pain and trauma he went through as a kid. And like, I don't know, it's kind of holding him back.
Yeah.
Right?
And he was raised by Gojo.
Yeah.
Who knows what kind of fucking
Which
trauma
Gojo
that
is insane, right? Yeah. Gojo is probably the worst person.
Yeah, the worst parent like you can have,
Yeah.
But I don't know. He constantly underestimates himself. He doesn't think very highly of himself.
Yeah.
And he just kind of sees himself as like a means to an end. Like if I have to die to save my friends, it is what it is.
Yeah. Which is, it's honorable in a sense, but it seems like he's willingly, actively trying to put himself in situations like that.
Instead of like looking for ways out of it, he's like, I could
guess
just
I'll
die.
Like,
I'll just die then.
Dude,
that's
relax,
cool.
bro. Yeah.
So yeah, they eventually get to that bridge area, and immediately they cross over and they end up in a domain.
Yeah.
And like this cursed spirit's like popping out, and Megumi's like, oh, this is dangerous. He thinks it might be like a special grade.
Yeah.
But like they're mollywopping this thing.
Yeah.
He immediately like, maybe I misjudged it. Maybe it's like simpler than this. And as they're fighting this like weird whack-a-mole looking curse like popping up and down, this green thing comes in, right?
Yeah.
And like they're confused because like, is this the curse? Like what is this thing? And like it starts attacking them, and Yuji puts the paws on this man, bruh. Like he is wailing on this man. Originally watching this, I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
And like Yuji's just beating the brakes off of him to the point where like the little green dude's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, dog. Like I ain't know he was like I was unfamiliar with his game.
But did they mention this? They're special grade.
Yes.
The green dude.
Yes. So we find out that the reason Mahito went to the school was to steal Sukuna's fingers and to get these things called cursed womb death paintings.
Yeah.
Which are essentially, once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a woman that could get impregnated by cursed spirits and give birth to like human cursed hybrids.
Yeah.
And these like things are her offsprings. They're essentially like little embryos.
They're like her, she was made to abort them.
Yeah,
right?
they said like
embryos.
they aborted them and any like history of them was erased. But
how many are there? There's like 5, though?
I don't know.
I think it's like there's a good amount.
Yeah, there's a good amount. More than what they show us. There's
activated them. There's 9 of them.
Yep.
And they activated 2 by feeding them to people.
Yes.
And then it triggers it and they come out.
3.
Well, they activated 3, sorry.
Yes.
Well, we only see those 2.
We see the third one. He's playing Monopoly, but he's there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The 2 pop up.
The 2 pop up, the green dude, and then
the Jack dude and like a Speedo looking thing. Yeah.
And they pop up. Which one are their names? I guess we should look up their names.
Echisu and Kechizu? Or something like that. It's like Echisu and Kechizu. But yeah, they're essentially like little embryos, and they fed them to like unwilling humans, and they manifested in them into these things, which they look very different from each other.
Yeah, they all look crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Eso and Kechizu.
Yeah. Eso and Kechizu. So Kechizu is the green one, right?
The green one, yeah.
He's the green one that like immediately is like, I gotta get the hell out of here. Like I was unfamiliar with Yuji's game.
Yep.
He pieces out through like a little black hole that forms.
Yep.
So they pull Nobara. And even Megumi at this point is like, why is she always getting taken, dog? Like he says that. He's like, why? It happened in the prison. She got taken.
Yeah.
Here she got taken.
Yeah.
Like in their first mission, like when she was face to face with someone, she didn't get taken, but she was like backed into a corner. Yeah. Like she is constantly getting taken. Bro.
Yeah. Maybe it's her inexperience. Maybe she's kind of putting herself in these situations.
But even what's badass about Nobara, even if she's getting like taken, she's just still, like fucking kill these things.
I guess I gotta kill them.
Yeah, she's like, go kill them, you know? Right. Like don't stop. And then Megumi's like, Yuji, go after them. You know, I got it here.
I'll handle Mole guy, right?
Yeah. I'll handle the whack-a-mole.
Right.
So Yuji jumps out, and so I think it still stays on Megumi for a bit. Yeah. Where Megumi's like killing the little whack-a-mole, and he brings out his totality dog. And like he wipes them all out, and then like the domain doesn't collapse. No. You would think once you kill it, like the domain will collapse, and he's like, "Oh shit!
Yeah,
I think
that
wasn't
real.
Yeah. I fucked up." And immediately, like the little cursed spirit drops, the same one from like it looks the same as like the one from the prison.
Yeah, from the prison. So he's the one with Sukuna's finger in his chest.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, this is the real special grade, you know.
And he like punches the shit out of him. He passes out. Like, I don't know if you remember, like, Megumi passes out and comes to, and he's like, I'm still alive. Yeah. And, like, the thing is just there, like, laughing, staring at him, which, creepy as shit, dog. Imagine coming to from a coma and, like, a paralysis demon is standing there. Yeah. I'm like, nah. That's the one time where I'm like, maybe I will do the suicide thing.
Right. Yeah. Maybe he's got a point.
Yeah.
Well, he's getting his wish here. I mean, he's literally getting murdered.
So, as he's, like, laying there, and he's like, he tries to do it again, his little suicide move, and then he has a flashback to Gojo. Yeah. Where him and Gojo are training, and like he brings up the baseball event. He's like, "Why did you bunt? You know, like you're always willing to sacrifice yourself, and like if you look at me and Yuji, we're always gonna go for the home run." Yeah. And he tells him like, willing to die and like risking your life to die are like two separate things, right? Like you could put your life on the line, but not just immediately go, oh, dying is my only option.
Yeah.
And
at least try.
Yeah, at least try, dog.
Try, yeah.
And then flashback ends, and this is when like Megumi's like, all right, I could do that. He's like,
if I'm gonna die, I might as well.
Yeah, go all out. And
yeah.
he's like, envision a better version of yourself. Oh, I can do that. And then he does his domain expansion, which I'm not a big Megumi fan, but this was dope.
Yeah,
it was dope. You know, it's called Chimera Shadow Garden. So he brings out his domain, and like he's like, you know, it's imperfect and it's messy work at best, but it'll do. And it's just like a sea of like shadow, and he's just creating a whole bunch of Shikigami, like clones of himself, and the cursed spirit's like killing everything, but like more shit just keeps coming out. And ultimately, like he makes a clone of himself, the Shikigami kills it, and he thinks he's got the upper hand, and then Totality Dog like rips out the finger.
The finger, yeah.
Yeah, and he kills it, which again, dope fight. Megumi, you know, earned that dub.
Right.
You know?
Like I said, I mean even this is why Sukuna has like,
it cuts to Sukuna. I forgot about that. He's just like sitting there like Epstein, like nice.
He's like,
he's like excellent. Fucking Emperor Palpatine. Now.
And you're just like, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, he kills it off, and he takes the finger and then like immediately passes out.
Yeah.
And we cut to.
But he did it. I mean,
yeah, he did do it. Yeah.
The literally start of the season. To the, you know, he's running away from this thing.
Yeah.
And now he's like, I think it kind of helps his, you know, his character growth, because he understands like, oh, maybe I am the shit.
Yeah.
Maybe like, I am the heir to the Zen.
Yeah. He's like, maybe I know. Maybe I'm pretty good.
Something.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's very cool to see, man.
Yeah,
I love an anime that shows growth.
Yeah.
That shows like it's not just like, you know, he's strong because we say he's strong. Or
Exactly.
I don't know.
There's a character arc to it.
Yeah.
And then after Megumi has his goated moment, we cut to Nobara and Yuji, who are battling the green dude, and then they also reveal his other brother, Eso. And they have variations of like blood manipulation.
Yeah.
Right? But their blood is also like toxic. Or if it hits them, like it essentially works like a poison. It's not technically a poison according to them, but it functions like a poison.
Right.
So they're fighting, and it again, very dope fight, because they both get infected, right? Nobara and Yuji get infected.
Yeah.
And they can't move.
Yeah.
Because it's too painful to move. So Nobara like kind of stays still, and then Yuji immediately starts walloping on the green guy. At this point, I think it's like a hate crime, dog. Like he doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Like as he's explaining, like now the poison will take effect faster, and Yuji just starts swinging.
Yeah.
Like it is nuts.
Right.
And then Nobara basically kind of lies about her technique, right?
Yeah.
Where she hits herself with a nail, and like because their blood is in her, it hurts them as well.
Yeah,
so they think her technique is reflecting their like technique back at them,
yeah.
But it's not. But she doesn't reveal that.
Right.
So as she's doing that, freaking Yuji's beating the shit out of the green dude, and Nobara says like, oh, because Sukuna's inside of Yuji, and like Sukuna has like immunity to poisons, like he'll be fine, you know.
Yeah.
And even if it's just pain, that's not gonna stop Yuji.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So Yuji just keeps swinging, beating the crap out of him, and it's a dope fight because at one point they go like back to back, like lethal weapon and like switch. And, like, it's a very, very cool fight, and Nobara just keeps like hammering herself with nails.
Yeah, she's just stabbing herself with nails. Yeah.
And
she's doing the what is it, resonance?
Resonance, yeah.
Where, you know, as long as she has a piece of you,
it's
damaging
you. Yeah. And it's kind of playing mind games on them.
Yeah.
Because Kechizu is dying. Like he's getting his ass beat.
Yuji's,
and now Nobara's just like wailing on him with nails.
Right.
And he thinks in order to stop this, he has to stop his technique so she can't reflect it back. That's the reason he turns it off. He eventually turns it off, like almost autonomously. He doesn't mean to, but like because he cares about his brother so much, he stops it. And so he stops it. They're able to move freely, and then Jesus Christ, the green dude comes out at Nobara.
Yeah,
gangster as hell. She just goes, "Oh, that's right. I haven't shown you this one." Hairpin and like nails like cut his brother in half, and like he dies off, and I'm just like, that was dope, bro. Like gangster as hell. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of shows how strong Nobara is because they're special grade. Yeah. Like they're, you know what I mean? Like if she was at the prison, things wouldn't have went different.
It might have went different.
I'm telling you, like she didn't have this training, right? I mean, regular training, but she didn't have this sort of like.
Yeah, she grew up in the sticks.
Right. I'm saying like Yuji had Todo training him, and that's why he's so strong. Megumi's like, figuring out. He got better help. You know what I mean? He's
got a subscription to better help.
Yeah. And Nobara is she's just her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The only training we see her go through is when she's training with like Maki and them
but
before
that's
the school.
Just, like,
but
physical.
like that's it. Yeah, it's just like fighting.
Right.
But she's just naturally gifted. And throughout this fight, both her and Yuji hit black flashes.
That's right. Yeah.
They both hit black flashes. Which again, music in this like arc, fire. Right. It's like this like Japanese rock type music. Right. Dope as hell. Fucking Yuji's running on the side of walls like Shadow the Hedgehog. Right. Like it is such a beautiful fight. Like, again, this is one of those fights you would like to see if you haven't seen it. But it's a dope fight. She eventually like kills off the green dude. Yeah. And
Eso tries to run away.
Yeah, Eso tries to run away, and he's all like heartbroken and.
He gets on the back of a pickup.
He gets on the back of a pickup, yeah.
Which I feel like I mean, I guess they can't see him.
Yeah.
No, he's half human.
It's not even like a pickup. It's like one of those little Japanese K trucks.
Flatbed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess he's trying to distance himself from.
He tries to get away. They can't see him.
Yeah.
They can't because he is not technically a cursed spirit. He's like a hybrid.
Half human. Yeah.
Yeah, they could see him. So yeah, he like tries to get away, and this is when Nobara and Yuji kind of look at the brother and like, it's not disappearing. Like, I don't think that's a curse, you know? Like, it starts to be like, oh, what is that thing? Yeah. You know? But they understand that Eso's like a threat. They have to stop him. So Yuji, he runs, right? Like, he runs.
He's running after it.
He's sprinting after a truck, which is nuts, dog.
That's right. I forgot
like,
about
this
that.
man is straight up sprinting. Oh, even before this, there's a point where they're running away from the two brothers.
Yeah.
Yuji's running alongside Nobara, and he's like, is that the fastest you can run? And she's just like, yeah, like, what do you mean? Like, shut up. And he's like, I'll just carry you. Grabs her. Yeah. Takes the hell off. Yeah. Not even like fireman. Like, he just grabs her like a baby and just like takes off. Like, that's like how differently Yuji's built, bro.
And he's not even using curse energy. He's just fast.
Just fast as shit.
Yeah.
So as Yuji's chasing this truck, Nobara hits resonance on
herself.
I don't think it was on herself this time.
What is she?
The arm, like, didn't they cut off his arm or something? Oh, it was on something. it was something more than herself,
right?
And that like stuns him enough for Yuji to like murder him essentially. And again, like, doesn't disappear. So now they're like concerned, and like they're walking back, and you see this struggle in Yuji, where like Nobara's just like, meh, sometimes people die.
I think a lot of it really comes from them calling each other brother and seeing like them so emotional, trying to keep themselves alive.
Yeah, because Eso died when Kechizu Eso cried when Kechizu died.
And it really eats at, damn, are these guys... Yeah. I mean, they are half human, but he didn't know that. He kind of humanized the curses for him a little bit right there. He kind of feels bad.
Yeah, and it's subtle, but it's very good character building, where Nobara talks about like, even if they were like people, I'm not gonna feel bad about it because I only have a certain amount of people I can care about. She talks about it like I only have a certain amount of chairs that people are seated in that I care about. But then there are people like you, and she talks to Yuji, who just bring their own chair and like trying to say like, I consider you a friend, like I care about you, obviously. And Yuji's like, yeah, I get that, but like he's like, his words are essentially, the fact is tears were still shed over lives I ended tonight. Yeah. Which is, it's so nuts. Because like these people were trying to kill you. Like for real. Yeah, and Yuji still feels bad that like he took their lives.
I think it's just like he just sees that, his actions have repercussions. Yeah. And like, even if they're bad. I mean, she makes a good point that, dude, they were trying to kill you. Yeah. Like I don't feel bad at all because it's either them or us kind of thing. Yeah. But it is kind of nice to see this human aspect of him. Yeah. Like, even though,
it goes back to his, like, wanting a proper death and like, cherishing life and not wanting to give, like, end life short, I guess.
Yeah. Or at least without reason, without, for whatever, I like that about Yuji a lot. You know, I think you can do both, be respectful, right, and still do what you have to do, right. Versus,
I guess, I'm more like Nobara, bro. I'm like, bro, is there more?
I think there's something honorable about that. I think, you know,
I get
at least to have that respect for life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, obviously, not getting hung up on it, still doing what you have to do. You know, not pulling a Megumi kind of like, you know.
And we see that with Yuji, right? Because when he was first fighting Mahito, he didn't want to kill the transformed humans. And like now he's willing to do what he has to do. He feels bad about it, but he's just like, I gotta do it.
I gotta protect people around me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. I mean, the episode ends where they ask, because you can't rank up on your own. Your teacher can't recommend you. You have to be recommended by another sorcerer or
another
upper grade.
Yeah, another sorcerer. But it can't be like your direct teacher, you know. So
and it ends with Todo recommending Yuji and
Nobara and Megumi,
and me recommending someone else. There's two people recommending somebody.
It wasn't Miwa. It was
not Miwa.
It's Mei. Yeah.
Mei recommending her class. I mean, not her class, but her side. No.
Also Maki. I think they recommended Maki.
Yeah, so they moved them up a rank.
Well, they didn't move them up. They still have to like do like a test or some shit. But yeah, they recommended them for promotion.
That's the only way to be your class change, right?
Yes, to like move up in the ranking.
Yeah. That was a great first season. I mean, that really cemented like, all right, this is something I cannot wait for season 2. Yeah,
and season 2, I would say, in totality, is the best season. When I was reading season 2, like, because I finished season 1 and I went back and I like looked up the manga, I was like, where are we at? I need to see what happens.
Yeah.
And season 2, I was like, oh, I'm hooked. Like, this is good.
Right.
Like, that's where I was telling everybody, if you like season 1, wait till season 2.
Man, wait till season 2. I think we're gonna get way more traffic with season 2 because season 2 is so confusing at first.
It is very confusing.
It starts off in the past, and then it goes to the future, and then it kind of it gets, and then they explain so much. I try to watch it in Spanish because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try to brush up on my Spanish. Hell, dude, don't do that. No, because not only are they making up words in English, they're making it's 10 times worse in Spanish. So I had to switch back. I was like, nah, this dude. I ain't doing that. And it was crazy. It's so cool though, man. It's so creative. You get to see younger versions of other people. I can't wait to dive deep into that one. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Season 2 is gonna be good.
Yeah. Guys, if you enjoy this, man, let us know. Sophie said she watched it. She said she watched it twice.
What?
And now she went back and watched the show because she doesn't remember.
Yeah.
She's like, everything makes so much
sense.
sense
now.
I'm like, that's what I wanted to do it, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, show up, listen to us blab, yap about about JJK, and then go back and watch the fights. That's all you got to do. You know what I mean?
You'll go into it with a better understanding of what the hell's happening.
What the hell's going on? Why they're doing it? Yeah, are we telling stuff out of order? Maybe. But that we're just having fun here. You know what I mean? And you know, truly, it really is just to give you a better understanding, just so you can truly enjoy the show. You know what I mean? Enjoy the beautiful fights without having to read. You know, because they throw a lot at you, man. It's so
they
hard,
really do.
You know, so I hope you guys enjoy this. We're having a lot of fun doing it. I can't wait to keep doing it.
Yeah.
If you have any anime recommendations you guys want to
throw
at us.
We're doing season 2.
We're going to do season 2.
You know, we should be able to burn through in like 2 episodes, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then we'll catch up on season 3, but then we're going to be at a point, because season 3 is
we
going to be broken up into 2.
We might have to wait until 3 breaks up.
Yeah, there's a break, and then we're going to need different animes. So if you guys know any, you know, some that are super convoluted, except Hunter x Hunter, I refuse to watch that again. Let us know.
Right.
And, you know, we'll watch it. We'll try to break it down best as we can.
Yeah, even if you just want to listen to an anime, because like I think the biggest thing too is like I want to consume anime, but I don't have time to watch it.
Yeah.
You want to consume. You want to listen to it at work. You want to listen to it. You know, just I don't mind going through an anime, even if it's not that complicated. You know what I mean? Just to have fun. Just hey, I enjoy this. This is what happens. I want to do free rent. Although free rent, I feel like what really pulls me into free rent is the dialogue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The connections.
I don't know how well we would be making free rent. I want to do Attack on Titan at some point. I want to do, Demon Slayer. I want to, why not? Just have some fun, dig deep. and you be able to follow us along and listen to anime and recap.
And even if it's something like super obscure, like that time I got reincarnated as a pickup truck in a Ford F-150, just let us know. Like we'll watch it.
Yeah, for real. Like I don't care, man. Why not,
I'll sit down. And
It'll
watch
also get me more into more obscure anime that I probably would have never watched.
Yeah,
people keep telling me to watch. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys like more content like this, please like, follow, subscribe. Let us know what you like, man, and stick around.
Yeah.
Buenas noches.
Love you.